Tales social media accounts have confirmed the next Tales remaster will be announced this summer, so it's basically locked in, but it gave no indication of what that game will be. It's been a while now. Several big events passed by, not a peep from Bandai Namco about Tales. The big question is, which one will it be? Let's go through the most likely candidates, starting with a fan favorite. The most obvious one would be Tales of the Abyss. I would almost be willing to bet on that one. The last Tales of the Abyss port was on the 3DS, so it's not a port that'll be easily accessible for years to come or anything like that. It's also a hugely popular game in the series, with many saying it's their favorite, which makes sense, because it really is a great game that has one of the more interesting protagonists in Luc von Fabra, who changes a lot throughout the course of the story, as a solid combat system, so that's something that wouldn't need to be messed with really. It's probably the top candidate, and it has an art style that would scale up pretty easily. We've seen with Tales of Graces that they want to keep the remaster upgrades pretty minimal, just updating it for modern consoles, upscaling, doing some quality of life changes, so Tales of the Abyss would fit into that perfectly. The one that I would do if I was them would be either Tales of Destiny 2 or Tales of Rebirth, because those were never released in the West. It seems to me like more people would be interested in getting a Tales game that they were never able to play. The problem with Tales of Destiny 2 is that it is a direct sequel, so that seems pretty unlikely, as it would probably require a Tales of Destiny remaster as well, which already exists on the PS2, so it's not like they couldn't take that game, upscale some things and push it up, because the only version we can play of Tales of Destiny Director's Cut is the fan translation right now. Still, not sure I see that happening. It's also not a sure thing how much demand there is for Tales of Destiny. It's a great game, and in my opinion, one of the best Tales games, but it consistently ranks middle of the pack in various fan lists. Tales of Rebirth got a fan translation recently. It's a great candidate for a remaster and first release in English as well, but I'm not sure if it did well enough originally that they would think it's worth bringing over. Tales of Rebirth is very similar to Tales of Destiny Director's Cut and Destiny 2, with a great art style that I think holds up very well. It wouldn't be that hard to upscale. Again, demand might not be there, so I would say it's pretty unlikely. Many of the most popular Tales games, like Symphonia and Vesperia, have already been remastered, so that leaves us with only a few candidates that would make sense. Tales of Xillia, which is trapped on the PS3, is probably one of those. It could be a good candidate. The problem with Zelia is that, much like Tales of Destiny, it has a sequel. So surely if you announce one, you have to do both. But Zelia is a popular game, so it isn't outside the realm of possibility, and considering they remastered Tales of Graces F, which is also released for the PS3, it's possible that they have the resources ready to go to remaster it, which might make it more likely than the other choices. Tales of Fantasia would also be interesting because it is the 30th anniversary. This is where Tales started. It already has a bunch of different versions, starting with the Super Famicom, and then the PlayStation, all the way up to an iOS port in 2014, Tales of Fantasia X. But this is a very old game, and if they did anything with it, I'd prefer they did a full remake. The entire game remade in either HD 2D or in full 3D would be amazing. There are so many little things they could do to improve it. It definitely had some pacing issues, and as many of the games at the time, too many random encounters. So obviously there are many more candidates, but these are the ones I think make the most sense. As for the ones that are most likely, I would probably have to pick Tales of the Abyss and Tales of Xillia. They're the two games in the series that probably make the most sense financially. Out of the two, I'd probably prefer Tales of Xillia. I think it would benefit a lot from a remastered version, plus the prospect of getting the first game and its sequel in a bundle is pretty appealing. The dream would be a full remake of one of the older games, like Fantasia or Eternia, but I feel like that one's gonna stay a dream, as there's been no indication of Bandai Namco doing something like that. They're much more content putting a higher resolution on the game, sprucing up UI a bit, and launching. What about you? What would you want for the next Tales remaster? Let me know in the comments. I do videos on JRPGs, Western RPGs, and story-based games, so subscribe if that sounds up your alley. Thanks for watching.